back into AM Style. We are still very busy on the phones from our today's special value, so I have to ask your patience. Automated ordering is 1-800-345-1212. If you have access to a computer and can place your order that way, that'd be awesome. Or use your mobile app and place your order, because we don't want you to miss out on your favorite color. And we'll have another presentation of the today's special value coming up near the end of AM Style. Right now, we're going to talk about another issue, the sensitive issue of hereditary hair loss. And it can be debilitating. It can make you feel insecure. You know, our hair has become the mane that frames our face. And to think that, you know, that hair has gone and there might not be a chance that you can get it back could be devastating. So if you are looking in the mirror in the morning and seeing that kind of pattern of hereditary hair loss begin, then please pull up a seat and listen to this presentation. We are offering Hairmax, the Ultima 9 hair growth laser comb today. This is the first FDA cleared and clinically tested device for home use designed to promote hair growth. We're offering it at the lowest price we've ever offered on a Hairmax. It's priced at $304.90, and this is the launch of the Prima 7 collection. Now, with this, we are taking advanced orders that will ship out on September 8th, is what you told me, Jerome. Is that correct? September 8th is the ship date. So all you're doing right now is reserving yours. When they come available, they will be shipped to you and you will be billed at that time. 86137. I want to introduce you to the Director of Clinical Research with Hairmax. Randy Valesky is here to talk with us. How are you?
I'm great, Jane. How are you?
Thank you so much for being here for AM Style.
Oh, I'm excited.
And for launching this here.
This is the exclusive launch.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about this? This is my personal favorite Hairmax of all times.
Okay.
We've done a lot of work where we've taken the great Lexington Hairmax technology and we put it in this great new sleek style.
Well, it is amazing, and what's more important is what this could potentially do to the person who is looking in the mirror and seeing those thinning spots. So let's talk about the technology, how it's used, how it works, and who is eligible to try this.
Okay, the technology is called low-level laser therapy, or it's also called photobiostimulation. Photo meaning light energy, and stimulation means that it stimulates the hair follicles. This video is great because it can show how, with this animation, it can show how the light energy is able to go into the scalp and it encourages the hair follicles to grow back again.
Okay.
So with hereditary hair loss, what happens over time in both men and women, by the way, is that their hair falls out and it doesn't grow back the way it used to grow back. So if you've got hereditary hair loss, if you're in the early to moderate stages, and we'll talk about that more later with charts, the Hairmax is clinically tested to help you regrow that hair.
Okay.
That's a strong statement.
Yeah, that's huge.
I'm not saying make it look better or thicker, full. It regrows some of the hair that you've lost.
Okay, that's incredible. And all you're doing basically is brushing this through your hair. You're going to do it once a day for...
It's actually only three times a week for 11 minutes. 11 minutes. And what it does, it has a little beep and a vibrate. Every 4 seconds it's going to beep, and when it beeps, you just simply move it about a ½ inch. It beeps, you move it a ½ inch. Now you can see the teeth of the laser comb right there. What they do is they part the hair and they let that light energy go into the scalp. Now when I say light energy, people say, oh, is it hot? Is it going to burn you? If you put your hand up, nothing.
Nothing.
Right? Because this is therapeutic light energy, which means that it stimulates and energizes those hair follicles, but there's no pain, no tingling, no sensation.
Well, we're going to show you some before and afters, and then I'd like you to speak to who it is that would benefit from this and would be eligible to use it. But here's the difference, and this woman, imagine in the before, you know, starting to see this develop over months and weeks and years possibly, and think that you have no choice. After 26 weeks, look at the difference in her scalp. There's no question.
Amazing, isn't that? And these are just fantastic results. I like to call these type of results life-changing results because in that before picture, if you're suffering from that type of hereditary hair loss, it affects you emotionally, and you can become recluse. You can become a hermit almost because you don't want to go out and enjoy life. But when you can grow that hair back and grow your confidence back, it just gives you that renewed joie de vivre, right? Where you're loving life again. Right. And with gentlemen as well. I mean, how many guys have got that thinning area back there and they don't know what they can do about it? I mean, there are some creams and lotions and pills you can take, but Hairmax is a drug-free alternative.
Right, and again, today you're getting it at the lowest price that we've ever offered it. Normally at QVC, this product sells for like $369. We're offering it here for $304.90, so an opportunity for you to get the newest technology at advanced order pricing, which will eventually go away. So now's the time to do it, but with 5 easy payments as well. We're going to talk clinical results and technology and all that, and we're going to show you how to use it. Okay. But I also will encourage you to shop with confidence, because we have a 180-day extended return policy with this. We realize
120 days. I'm sorry, 120?
I have 180.
Okay.
180
day return policy.
Yes.
So you can try it. If it doesn't work for you, send it back.
Exactly. There's no risk. So give it a shot. So who fits into the category of Hairmax? Let's keep it simple.
It's for men or women with hereditary hair loss. Now, hereditary hair loss is also known as androgenetic alopecia. Andro means changes in your hormones, genetic is hereditary. Right. So when you have those changes in your hormones, and if your body is susceptible to hair loss, you can lose that hair. And you know, with women, this can happen through the change in life. It can happen during menopause. Okay, other types of hair loss can be caused by menopause, so if you're not sure, check with your doctor. But if you're going through that stage in life and you're finding your hair falling out, if you're finding more hair in the sink, more hair in the pillow, if you're plucking it off your shoulders, off the dresses, you know, that indicates that there's a good chance you have hereditary hair loss. And this is an FDA-cleared medical device that can treat that condition, help regrow that hair.
Without an appointment, without any invasive procedure, just something that you can do for yourself at home. Do you have the chart that we could show who would actually qualify for this? And we'll show that information, then also show how to use it on the model, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, so the charts are going to show the different stages of hair loss. And women lose their hair a little bit differently than men. What will happen with the women is they'll lose it up along the frontal hairline here, or sometimes, you know, they'll lose it along the part here, like we can see in some of the before and after pictures. For guys, it is the hair loss that you see in guys every day.
Right.
Let's take a look at the chart for the guys. We clinically tested it on the guys in that shaded gray area. So, you know, this is where you can see the little spot in the top of the head or the receding hairline moving back. What I have to caution, guys, if you get down to that bottom row, that's referred to as advanced hair loss. You're out of the sweet spot, right? So it's not going to work for you when it gets to that level. But catch it early, that's the clue here. With women, if we take a look, we clinically tested on the women in that shaded area. So ladies, look in the mirror. If you're seeing that part getting a little bit wider, if you're seeing it getting thin, or a lot of women will lose hair like in that bottom right-hand corner where it's frontal hair loss. It's almost like, it's not receding as much as the guys is, but you can start to see it creep back along the edges. This means it's for you. This is where it was clinically tested. Now, with all laser devices, the FDA requires that you test it on various skin tones. We tested it on light through brown skin tones. It doesn't mean it won't work on the darkest skin tones. We couldn't test it because we used sophisticated camera equipment, and you couldn't count the number of hairs on a dark hair against a dark skin. Okay, so you have the 180 days to try it for yourself to make sure that it'll work for you.
We love it. All right, and again, we talked about how easy. We're going to use this 3 times a week.
3 times a week, and you can see Tracy here is using it, and she's brushing it across her scalp. Now, I say that because she's not brushing her hair with it, because your hair is already out. What she's doing is she's encouraging the new hairs to grow from the scalp outwards. And I like to bring Tracy on and show this because, you know, ladies, even though you might not have the part widening or you might not see the thinning up in this area, what I encourage you to do is to look real closely. You know, look in this area. Is it getting thinner here? Or I do something called the ponytail test. Grab your hair and pull it into a ponytail. And as we age, if we have hereditary hair loss, we lose hair in this area, and it doesn't all grow back in. And you know what? That ponytail gets thinner and thinner and thinner,
because the only thing that's in there is the hair that's back here.
Exactly.
So it's just, you know what? It's one of those things where if you have thought that there was nothing I could do, and you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing the thinning and the scalp is becoming, you know, even more visible, then try this because there is something you can do if you are in that kind of sweet spot area. 861 37 is the item number for the Ultima 9 from Hairmax. This is the launch of this new product here at QVC. You get an opportunity to take advantage of an advanced order price of $304.90. And again, these will ship out on September 8th. That's when you'll be billed. So you only have to wait a week. It's going to be coming out to you next week, and you'll be billed at that time. But you do need to reserve
That's
yours.
5 weeks.
To
Next
get
week
it.
is August.
Oh, September.
September.
This
so
is
it's
August.
it's
right.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5
right.
weeks. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Randy. So September 8th. So you'll get it in a couple of months, and then you can start using it, and you'll still have that 180-day return policy from the day that you receive it. So a lot of folks are actually dialing in for this now, and I'm glad that you decided to take a chance and pick this up. Close to 300 people have dialed in for our hot pick today, and for the folks that are dialing in, if there's any questions, you can ask order operators for help with this, but it's basically as simple as this. If you fit into that category,
yes,
then you can use this. And it's easy to do 3 times a week.
It is. And this is the worldwide exclusive launch for this Ultima 9 LaserComb. So you can't find it anywhere else except here on QVC. And the other thing I want to point out is that the Hairmax is so easy. It is your ability to take control. You mentioned that earlier. So many people don't know what to do, especially women don't know what to do.
We can go back.
And this is something that you can do in the privacy of your own home, and you can get results like this. This is where the woman's part is getting wider.
Yes.
Look at the top of the screen. Look at that thinning, you know, in the vertex of the scalp there. Hairmax can help you grow that hair back.
Look at the difference. I mean, this woman must feel so good. And then wait till you see the one on the side. Like you said, some of it is very subtle, but it's really in the before on this woman. You can see where there's just that kind of starting of thinning right around the edges. And before it goes any further, you're catching that. You're getting that with the use of Hairmax. And that was after only 16 weeks. You're going to have 180 days in which to use this, try it. If you decide you don't like it or it's not doing what you need it to do, you can send it back for a full refund. But here's the thing. Look at this gentleman here. And I think in the before, he's almost outside of the window.
He's right at the edge of the window
there. On the edge.
But he's got great results.
Yes,
you can see that.
Look at the difference.
All of these photographs were done by doctors during our clinical research.
Okay.
This has been clinically tested in 7 clinical studies. We had 460 men and women volunteer for the clinical studies, and we did the clinical studies at places like the Cleveland Clinic and University of Miami, University of Minnesota. We did them at the top research labs in the world by some of the leading dermatologists. And what I love about this, after 26 weeks, 90% of the men and women saw results.
Wow.
You know, and that's why we're so confident with that very, very strong money-back guarantee, because we saw 90% of the men and women see results. So we're pretty confident that you're going to see results too.
32 new hairs per square inch was observed. That's incredible.
That's the
That's
minimum.
a lot of hairs.
That's
Think
a lot
about
of
that.
hairs.
And then again, here's just kind of a dramatization of what that could look like for you before Hairmax, and then 26 weeks after.
Right. This represents 1 square inch on your scalp, and in the research, 129 new hairs per square inch was the average.
Wow.
So if you think about how many square inches are over the scalp times 129, that's literally thousands of new hairs on your scalp. So
And all you're doing is doing the treatment 3 times a week in the privacy of your own home. You don't have to go out for an appointment. There's nothing injected. There's no invasive material. There's no pain. There's no heat. You feel nothing. All you do is hear the beep, slide it over for the treatment. So again, there's no risk. Give it a shot today. Take advantage of this advanced order price of $304.90 and 5 easy payments of $60.98, and now 600 spoken for in AM style. There's a lot of folks on the phone line, so continue to place your order. There's hope is the best part. That's how we'll end it with this. Give it a try in, you know, when it comes to you. And in 180 days after that, we would love to see your own before and afters. So you can send them to us, and Randy would certainly appreciate it. We'll see you throughout the day today.